Hello, family. This is your African diaspora teacher from the School of the Hard Knocks, where issues are picked up, analyzed, and make it ready for our common consumption. Today's topic is going to disappoint a lot of people. Why is it that? It's about your skin color. As melanated people, what they call black, which is not black, today we are going to disappoint a lot of people on what I'm going to reveal to you, because I have analyzed this thing for many years, and today I think it's time to reveal it to you. But this revelation is going to get a lot of people disappointed and mad, because your skin color, what they call black, is a distraction. It is a distraction. So for all the people who have been hiding, trying to be European, hiding behind some light skin, trying to pass on as a European, you're going to be disappointed. And for those of you who think to look anything like that is a badge of honor, you're going to be disappointed. And the last one, the bottom group who have been busily bleaching their skin, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. All those you bleached your skin, think that had made you now famous or now beautiful, you're going to be disappointed. I feel sorry for the last group. When you are dark chocolate, you ain't pretty, you don't have the loud mouth until you bleach yourself, and you are now on you are the movie star now. You are the lead player now on Nollywood. You got some notoriety, because all of a sudden you realize how beautiful you are. You are sick, because if you cannot find contentment in how God put you together on this earth, until you have to bleach your skin before you find contentment, you're a sick person. And then you'll be throwing your hair around, the horse hair around. You are a miserable person. You're not going to find joy no matter how bleached you are, because what you're lacking is coming from inside. If you look in the mirror and don't see what you like, bleaching it is not what is going to bring it to you. You got to be content how God put you together for a reason. So the skin color thing that has been consuming people of color, African descent, and to some extent, I won't do it in the Indian, Asian, this Africa, what is ailing Asians to bleed their skin. I'm not going to go into that now. I'm talking about here. The reason why they get you with this distraction is the worth of Africa. You say, huh? The worth of Africa is what made you be distracted on the color thing. Europeans don't hate you because of your skin color. Europeans don't hate you because of your skin color. That is where the disappointment is going to come from by this revelation. Europeans hate you because of the wealth that belongs to you in Africa, and the fear of it or you keep reminding them, your presence keeps reminding them that one day the party is going to be over. That is where the hate is. Okay. The Europeans in South Africa don't hate South Africans for their skin color. The 5 million criminals who came as a settlers and their descendants in South Africa don't hate the South Africans because of their skin color. They hate the South Africans simply because the life that they are living over there, the privileges that they think they have, and the wealth that they have created through the labor and the resources on the ground for themselves, and think it's going to be forever, and they know it's not going to be forever, is the main reason why they have to hate the people that hosted them as settlers. And when you take that one to the African continent, it's the same. And everywhere black people are in European nations is the same. All these people are leeching on the wealth that is your grandfather. And they know your presence reminds them that sooner or later, the party is going to be over. That is where the hate is coming from. Coming from the inside of a nightmare that they don't want to even dream about. You see. For example, here you are with your grandfather or your father who has the means, to support you, and then all of a sudden some strange people who haven't eaten for 6 months, I won't even make it a year, or years or decades, they haven't eaten for 6 months. 6 months. And then they are like a family of 10 people. And your grandfather say, hey, they passing by and they say, hey, where are you guys going? They look so dejected, so hungry. And let's say they're of a different race, or just some strangers. Your grandfather made a place for them, for this family of 10. And they've been with your grandfather every day. They get fed morning and evening. And, you know, they see that there's a lot of food over here. And they say, shoot, we've been hungry for 6 months, going to 7 months. Where we come from, hardly there's any food. What will be the topic after they have a dinner and go to their, little hostel where they give them to lodge? The amount of food that is in the household of your grandfather, endless, because there's a production that made available this food for them to have for the family and then for the hosts. That will be the topic. The amount of food, the worth of this grandfather of yours. That will be the topic. And the nightmare that will be, visiting this family of 10. The woman, the man, the elderly children among this group of 10 is what of if they say we should leave? What's going to happen to us? When they don't know how to make their own food, what's going to happen to us? What of if tomorrow they say we should leave? That will be a nightmare. That will be something that will be tormenting their mind. And if they live on for about a year, and the feeding is going on, without a cease, more food is coming. Your grandfather is a wealthy man. The families are very great. The nightmare of one day that, okay, you have overstayed your welcome. Can we see you off? You see, that would be a nightmare on a group like that. So, in reality, this is the European as a guest in Africa. Why am I putting the European being the guest in this story, or this scenario that I just set up? On their own channel, the History Channel, Discovery Channel, here in America, there was a narrator who was narrating on, the early European exploration into territories of melanated people, this beautiful island. When Europeans started breaking into the high seas after thinking that the earth is flat, that they're going to fall off into abyss. The abyss is where hell is, according to the Catholicism. The early so-called Christian, European Christian, and their teaching told them that hell is at the edge of the sea. And there were so many headless monsters that would club you to death. It was in our history book when I was studying history, and we learned about that. When they painted some headless people, monsters, wielding clubs. That is the Catholic Church, the basis of their religion, that there's hell. So when Galileo said, no, the earth is round, which made it that it can be possible that there's going to be a fall off when you go further into the sea, the Catholic people have to kill him because he's spoiling the party for the religion. The basis of this religion in the early days until recently is the earth is flat and the hell is in the abyss, and you have to gonna fall off into that abyss. And that's the reason why they did not venture when everywhere black people were exploring the earth for thousands of years. They did not go anywhere. So when, according to the history, when these Europeans ventured out and did not fall and started, straying into islands with melanated people, African, black-skinned people in this, tropic environments, the Europeans thought that was the heaven promised in the Catholicism. I'm talking about 11th century, 10th century, 8th century, 6th century European mentality. They thought that was the heaven. According to History Channel narrators, according to Discovery Channel, I was like, You see, where they have all these beautiful melanated people in the tropics, the Hawaii, the Solomon Islands, the Madagascars of this earth, the Jamaicans, all these beautiful Pacific islands, the Indonesians, the Papua New Guinea, all these places. They thought that is what up to today, the picture on your favorite magazine of paradise is a coconut tree and a sunlight with a shadow, a silhouette of a woman is stuck in their head. That is the perfect picture, whether on your TV advertisement. A coconut tree, a sunset, a sea, and a silhouette of a shadowy woman. Paradise. paradise. Nobody ever described or put a picture of a snow, a shark, or penguin in Alaska as paradise, even though those could be a very, nice, getaway place to go and explore. But when we talk about paradise in your magazines, on your TV advertisements, to get away, a coconut tree, a shadowy woman, black, and a sunset and a beach. It's stuck in their mind. They cannot pull it out. But when these people reach this paradise, what did they do? They kill off the people. After settling for some time, it's like, we got to have this thing for ourselves. We got to have it for ourselves. So how can you go to paradise where God dwells and started behaving the way? That means if there's paradise and these people get to heaven, they'll kill God himself. Well, let's come back to the skin color thing. So the worth of these paradise atmospheres, the worth of Africa, the tropics, and the people that dwells over there, they want this worth, but they don't want you. They want the worth, but they don't want you. Because if you become very assertive and you want this worth for yourself, as Africans are positioning themselves now to control you will become a target of hate and not your skin color. It has never been a skin color. Do you guys can understand? It's simple, but it's been hidden. Your pastors won't tell you, your imams won't tell you, and definitely your brotherhood politicians will not tell you this. You see, it is the worth that is the cause of the hate. So going around and say Black Lives Matter is not the right way. How it's like you are begging your son, that you the parents, little boo-boo, can't you see my life matter? No, it's little boo-boo rather have to be telling you, Mom, my life matter. Take care of me. Because you have the worth. But to flip around and you are begging your child that, little boo-boo, little Kofi, little Mensan, my life matter. Little Latoya, my life matter. Little Latoya, my life matter. No, grandma can't do that. Because you the child rather have to tell grandma, my life matter, take good care of me. But here we are, the oldest race. Somebody give us a sign and push money behind it. And we are saying, Black Lives Matter. I feel ashamed when I see stuff like that. So help me. How can we become so this helpless? And Dr. Arikana already tell us that, since we meet these people, they made this color code, white and black. And if white, and there's nobody that is white, nobody is white. Let me remind you what white is. This is white. You see, how could this, and this be opposite? Okay, most of us are like this. Some of us are like this color. Okay, some of us are like that color. Some of us are like this and a little darker than this. You see, and they say they are this. So you are black. So the trick is, and they tell us black is opposite of this. So if these people have anything, people like this, because you colorblind, you call this one black, they're supposed to be poor. Opposite of rich is poor. Opposite of poor is rich. Opposite of this, white, is, you're confused, right? This is not black. You see how they confuse us, and all of a sudden we become colorblind. We see this, we say it's black. We see pink. I don't even see what is the color of the closest thing that looks like white people. You see, it's not even a color. You hardly find anything that is readily available that you could, like eggshell. You say that is white. And we all say white. Yeah, but the closest thing is this. A little bit paler than this. You say it's white. How colorblind are you? You call something like this is associated with white, and something like this is associated with black. And they say the opposite of this white is black, which is my beard, color of my beard. And if this, which is this, it's a funky demonstration, right? If it's rich, wealthy, this, which we call the color of my beard, has to be poor. So this, which we call this, live in a beautiful place, and this had to live in a ghetto. The opposite of a rich place is the ghetto. And guess what? The money that created this richness of these people who think they're this is from your grandfather's vineyard. The gold, the diamond. So you have these people mining our resources as a basis of their worth, and using it to put a middle finger in our face. We're rich, we're worthy, we deserve it. We're smart, that's what we have to. We work hard, that's what we got, what we have. And you people whom they've been stealing from, oh, you don't need anything, you don't want anything. You don't want anything, you don't want anything. You see? So is the worth that is your grandfather's, that is your heritage, is the basis of what they call racism. Because your presence, the black man, the African woman, the African man, and all its related family, their presence is what scared these people, because sooner or later you may take the food off their mouth. Just imagine what will happen when we take over. What will be the bears, the Oppenheimers and the De Beer family, who have converted into Hebrewism and say they are Jews, will be if you take over the mind of Africa. What will become of the De Beers? What would become of them? How would Antwerp, the diamond center of the world, Tel Aviv, going into the future, thousands and thousands of diamond cutters in Tel Aviv, thousands and thousands of diamond cutters who are of one particular faith and race is in Antwerp. What will it be their faith going forward? Because we still got millions of years to go forward For that reason, they hate. And they make it look like it is your color. Oh, we hate you because of your color. Oh, they hate me because of my color. I just went to school. My child went to school. They calling him little black boy. Now you want to go to the school principal. Yes, you're supposed to go to school principal. Yes. But you have to know the reason why you're going to school principal. You have to know the reason why your child being called little black boy. So that your child don't go walking in public, or your little girl don't go walking in public thinking his presence or his skin color is a problem by God. And he started to, when I'll fix it. When I start getting money, mommy, I'll fix it. How you gonna fix it? You're gonna be bleaching it with toxic chemicals. Then from there you think you're pretty now. You can be loud. Now that you bleach, you are loud. When you don't bleach, you think you're not good enough. So you all the time walk like this. Instead of telling you that you belong to the richest space on earth, which is your heritage, the criminals are hovering around, stealing from you. So you have to stand strong, bind together, and drive these criminals away. So whatever is their foundation that they use to torment you, you can create that foundation for yourself as well. Don't take anything from them. Just be strong, bind together, and you could create that foundation better and stronger. No, don't take anything from them. Let them have what